Welcome to 5 Minutes with Grey Hair Dave. He has grey hair and he has a grey beard and he also wears glasses, like the guy in the artwork. Oh, and the guy in the artwork is better looking. Now, tariff-free, here is Grey Hair Dave.
Yes, indeed. That was 11labs.io. 11labs.io. Remember, I am an affiliate of theirs. So if you like what you've heard, you want to explore more, I hope that you do. I want you to go over to 11labs.io. That's spelled ELEVENLABS.io. The link in the show notes will get you to my affiliate site. So if you happen to use it, I get an affiliate commission out of that. So we'd be happy if you did that. I don't know why I keep saying we. It's just me. So how you doing today? I'm doing good. It's a good day here. It's warm right now. It's about 90 degrees here in Central Florida. And yeah, it's warm. Not a lot of breeze, but it's been a good weekend, and I hope yours has been too. Some things that have been happening around here, like today, and I don't know if any of you guys out there, or if you've ever done this, you look at yourself, and I was growing a long beard. It was getting there. It was getting quite long. And a few months ago, I cut an inch off, inch and a half. Well, today I cut off a good 2 inches, and I know that I can grow it back. I don't know that I will, but I want to get back to where I'm looking more like a business professional or a business person than somebody who's just showing the fact that they can grow a long beard. Now, I'm going to let it grow a little bit and make it a little more sculptable. Is that the right word? I don't know. But I'm going to make it a little more sculpted or give it a shape. I'm not going to try and be Santa Claus this year. I'm not worried about any of that kind of stuff. But it was really weird when I'm doing it. I'm cutting it off and then I'm going, oh, wait a minute. And then I go, oh, and then next thing you know, I'm cutting a little bit more than I wanted. But it turned out okay. I'd put pictures up, but not yet. There's a couple places I went a little too short, which is easy to do because I went from scissors to a trimmer. And the trimmer will take bigger bites than I was looking forward to. But hey, it's okay, right? It'll grow back. That's one thing I'm sure of. So if you're out there and you've grown a big beard or you have a large beard, you understand what I'm going through or what I went through. It's an emotional thing because you've grown it, you trim it, you try and get it to look a certain way, and it does. And then you decide, last summer it was really hot outside and the beard was really hot. And I decided to not let it be that way this summer. So here we go. Anyway, let's change subjects from that. I was working yesterday on some more Gray Hair Dave project stuff. Part of it was what is a podcast? If you're trying to explain to somebody what is a podcast and they don't know what one is, granted, they're probably my age or older, but you never know. So I'm trying to word it in such a way that is not offensive, but also make sure that whoever looks at this, because it's part of what I'm going to be doing is podcasting. And I want them to understand what it is they might be getting into with me. I want them to understand what a podcast really is. And it's easy for me to describe it to you. You're listening to one. But to those who never have, that's something brand new to them, right? So I wanted to, and it's working. But I want to go ahead and I'm making it into a slideshow, which is fine. But I'm also going to make it into a book, and just a book that I can leave with people to say, here's what we're doing here, and here's why. And it explains some of the important things, but you'll see it when it finally comes out. Now, if it's something you're interested in doing, if you're interested in starting a podcast, I want you to get a hold of me at Gray Hair Productions. That's Grey. I did it again. Grey hairproductions.com. Go to the contact me page and leave me a message. Or you can just go to 5minuteswithgrayhairdave.com, leave me a message there. Either on the contact me page, or there's a little microphone there on that website. You can leave me a voicemail. Yes, you have to put in an email address on both. I'm sorry, but I don't sell your email addresses. You don't ever have to worry about that. I'm pretty selfish about that. I want them for myself. But if you do that, I will send you a book or a PDF on how to podcast. It's about 22 pages long, but it's detailed enough to understand, but it's not over detailed to where I'm going to confuse you, I hope. So that's what's going on. I wanted to make sure I got that in early. Something I've noticed on, and this is something that has irritated me about me. There's a few podcasts I listen to, and one of them is a podcast on podcasting. And about 3/4 of the way through, they will go ahead and promote their Patreon folks, people who donate or contribute or are. There's a problem out there right now with donations versus just the wording, but they're Patreons, and so they spin this wheel, and as soon as they hit that, I think they're done, and I know they're not. I can look at the time scale on my app and go, well, I got I got 15 minutes left, because these guys do about an hour and a half show once a week, and after that hits, I lose interest for some reason. And I was wondering what was going to happen if I put what I just said about, do you want to be a podcaster? If you do, contact me. If I start losing people after that, because they think it's almost over. Now, I'm not one of those ones who goes ahead and pre-records my endings. I probably should. It'd be a whole lot easier. They'd be consistent. But I think that I get people listening further because they want to see if I see right there. See if I say it the same way. If I make a mistake, if I leave something out, I put something extra in. It's interesting to me. I want to find that out. So that's why I put that at the very beginning, about a third of the way in. Now, I'm not going to put the rest of the end in until the end, but I wanted to also talk to you today about artificial intelligence again. Now, you remember that I said that I was going to put the podcast audio into Whisper AI, as well as, I think I was going to go with ChatGPT and Claude. And they all did a wonderful job at transcribing it for me. Claude came up with names that were very, very close to what I used. My hosting company, which is Captivate.fm, has an AI agent that does all this stuff for me. And all I was doing on this was just comparing. And yes, the problem that I came up with is, it's not a problem, but it's a difference in my mind. I was used to what Captivate does, where they're giving you not snippets, but they'll give you the basis of what I was talking about. They won't give it to you word for word, where these other ones, the transcripts, were word for word. Well, can you imagine a transcript on somebody who goes for half an hour, 45 minutes, maybe even an hour? How long that's going to be and how much computing power that's going to take up. It's just too much. And nobody I don't want to say nobody, but there aren't as many people interested in reading the transcripts as there are people who might be looking for the links of something that I said. So there'll be a link in the show notes today for ChatGPT, for Whisper AI, and for Claude AI. Why didn't I use Perplexity, you might be saying? Because I just didn't want to overtax. I use Perplexity a lot, and I pay for it. I pay for Claude, and I don't want to use a lot of credits on those two platforms for something that was a test. I got the information I needed out of other ones. So if you're wondering why, that's why. Now I had a nice meeting with an AI company actually yesterday, and they're a CRM. It's a content resource management is what what the acronym actually stands for. But they're an AI company, and I was very impressed by this company for one reason. The guy who contacted me, it was a Google Meet meeting, so we get to see each other and talk with each other. And he told me about their company, and he asked me about mine and why I was looking to use their product. And I told him what I was going to be doing. And he goes, I really don't think that we're the right fit for you. I think maybe down the road we might be a good fit for you, but right in the very beginning, we're not. I just think we're bigger than your need. It's just, you don't need us yet. Now, that was very gutsy on that salesperson's behalf, because he's turning down business, because he could have said, hey, yeah, we can do all this for you, and it's only this and this and this much a month, or this much a year. But he said, no, I'm going to send you an email with some better ways to start out and better ways to get you going. And once you start adding employees and adding more and more and more of what you're doing, then come back to us and we'll be able to help you out. And he did send me that email. He followed through. And in my mind, you follow through on something like that, you tell me, hey, we're just not the right fit for you right now, but in the future we could be. You've just gained a loyal customer in the future, because I've written them down. They're posted on my shelf. I'm not going to forget them. I've saved the email, and I think that's a great thing. That's a great thing a company has done, and it's an AI company, and everybody and their brothers doing something with AI. And if you are great, I'd like to know what it is. Send me a message. Go to 5minuteswithgrayhairdave.com. Leave me a message. What are you doing with AI? What artificial intelligence program or platform do you prefer? I know that Gemini has become very, very, very big. They've got an app now for Mac, which I looked at. I will probably download. And Gemini is very good. I have to admit, it's very, very good. So let me know what you're doing. And I'm really, really curious. I really am, because if you know me and you've listened to me, which most of you have for quite a long time, this is episode 195, folks. 5 more episodes, and I'll hit 200. That would be a red letter day. I got a plan for that one. I don't know what we're going to do, but 5 minutes with Gray Hair Dave may just be a half an hour that day. Or it might just be 5 minutes with Gray Hair Dave. We don't know yet. We've got to come up with that. Well, now I keep saying we. Here we go again. It's me. So, anyway, hey, do you know somebody out there who doesn't know what a podcast is? Doesn't know where to find one? Doesn't know what you can get out of it? Do me a favor. Take their phone from them and show them the app. If they don't have it, download it for them. If they want to get rid of it, they can always get rid of it. Show them the app. Show them the possibilities that are there for different kinds of genres. Use 5 minutes with Gray Hair Dave as the example. I'd be happy as could be with that. I really would. Show them how to follow or subscribe, and you make my day. Also, folks, when you're out and about today, you see somebody that doesn't look like they're having a great day, smile. Say, are you okay? Hey, have a nice day. Thank you for being here. You're going to lift their spirits more than you'll know. And that should, in turn, make you feel better about your day. So on behalf of myself, Gray Hair Dave, here in Gray Hair Production Central, you all have a great day, and I'll talk to you again next week. All right? Bye. Hey, folks, it's Gray Hair Dave just popping in to say, hey, I have a new merchandise shop. That's right. If you go to my website, 5minuteswithgrayhairdave.com, and you click on the merchandise tab, it'll take you to a page that says, click here for merchandise. And then it's got a little photo of some of the items that I do have in the shop. I hope that you do go there. I hope you do look at it. And if you are so inclined, I hope you do buy something. If you do, I will make some money on this, because this is something that I am adding to all of my websites so that I can make a little extra money and help out with the costs of this program and all my programs that I do. But anyways, thanks for listening, and I will talk to you again soon. Don't forget, 5minutesofgrayhairdave.com. Go to the merchandise page. Thanks. Bye.